Hey guys, James Kemp here for JamesKempPuppets.com. You can also check me out on Instagram. That's at JamesKempPuppets. Of course, I'm here on YouTube. And if you'll check the link in the description bar below, you'll see the link to JamesKempPuppets.com. So today, I just want to show you what I'm working on. It's really cool. I'm finally finished with this project I've been working on for a company in Orlando. It's a heating and air company in Orlando, Florida. And they contacted Sublime Media Group about doing their advertising. And they had seen some of the puppet stuff we did, and they really liked it, and they really wanted to incorporate that into their brand. So they have this mascot who is a basset hound. It's a real dog. They just photoshopped goggles on a dog, but it's a dog, and he wears these goggles, and he's kind of their company mascot. So they thought it would be really cool to have a puppet version of that mascot, and for him to be the face of the company. So we didn't have, of course we had the real dog design to work off of, but we had Clayton Roederer work this up. This is kind of a more puppetized version of their mascot, and so it was really cool. Now, of course, there's still a couple of things here that need to be altered to really make it a good puppet design as far as functionality. I had to make the body a little bit bigger, and I had to, I went ahead and gave him fingers instead of just kind of flipper paws. And I mean, a couple of things changed, but largely the design stayed the same. So this is Coollio. Now, that's Coollio with two L's. Nobody wants to get sued. So Coollio, with two L's, is a really neat character, and I was really excited to build him. And so I will go ahead and show you the finished product. This beautiful guy right here, this is Coollio. And I'm holding him back so that you can get an undistorted view of the character. Here he is from the side. Now, he's got a great shape. I moved one of his ears up. He's got a great body shape. I really like the head shape too. And these jowls just turned out incredible. They really look good, and the mouth, it really looks good. It's so smooth, it's so cleanly done. I really like a clean lip line on puppets that I'm working on. The fur turned out perfect. I love not only the colors, but the texture of the fur and the way that they blend. It looks really good. So a couple of really cool things to note here about Coollio. Of course, Coollio wears these goggles. Now, we had tried to get some ski goggles and make those work, children's ski goggles, but of course, a human's face and a puppet's face are much different, so they didn't contour right. So I actually had to make these goggles, and I took some plastic sheets, and I heated them up, and I kind of cut them out and bent it, right? So I literally just used heat to form the plastic, and then I put a couple of layers of this foam on the outside of it to really make it look like some goggles. And then, of course, I gave it this great metallic reflective paint job. Same thing with the nose. The nose, I wanted it to really look like a dog's nose. So I actually carved this out of L200 foam, and then I dipped it in that rubber dip stuff, and so he's got a nice, you know, kind of almost wet looking nose like a dog would. And then of course he's got this wonderful collar. Now it's probably going to be reversed in the video, but as you can tell, that says Coollio. Notice there are two L's. So anyway, Coollio has a lot of cool accoutrements, and one of the really cool things is this, his paws. But let me tell you, it took an absolute eternity. All of this had to be hand-stitched. As a matter of fact, the whole puppet had to be hand-stitched. I mean, all of it. The ears, the mouth plate, he's got a great range of motion, too, even though the character does not talk. Because cool guys don't talk. That's why I never shut up. So everything had to be hand-stitched, which really was a challenge as far as time and stuff like that go, but it just, what an incredible result, and I really am just so happy with the way that he turned out. And the client is very happy with the way he turned out. So Coollio gets 10 out of 10 stars from me, just as far as not only how much I enjoyed this project, but how I feel like it turned out. I used black elastic for the straps back here. Love these big floppy Basset Hound ears. That's a great touch. His tail, I carved that out of L200, smoothed it out a bit, and then attached it here at the back. So that's nice and firm, sturdy. His body is L200 foam. It's nice and sturdy, and he's got these great elbow joints right here. So Coollio really is a neat puppet as far as puppets go, functionally. Like I said, these lips, they were a lot of fun to work on. The jowls, they look great. They ended up really looking spectacular. It's very comfortable in the hand, incredibly comfortable. It's not taxing at all to perform. And one of the other cool things, he's got these little pockets in his hands. And anyway, something I typically don't do on puppets, but that I have done for these last couple, is his rods are actually removable. Oh, there we go. His rods, they come in and out when you want them to, so it makes it easier from a shooting standpoint as far as what you can do with the puppet. And when you don't need a rod there, it's very easy to detach the rod. So just as far as puppet functionality goes, Coollio was a really great character to work on. I'm very happy with how he turned out. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I'm super happy with it, especially having to have made these goggles. This is really one of the first time. God, I just love that mouth. I really do. Get a good look at that mouth. Oh, man. Love it. Love it. It's really one of the first times I've had to make a piece of costuming quite like this, or a prop or anything like that. But it was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience. You know what? I'm actually going to slip these goggles off just to show you, give you a better look at how I did them. Oh, look. There's Coollio without his goggles. You can get a better kind of look at the head shape. Really neat. Here are the goggles by themselves, and you can see the back there. It's got several layers of foam padding. This is to make it lay on the face at the right angle, right? And you can really get a good look at what's going on. That's the top of it right there, and of course the back, the strap. That paint job, the paint job really turned out great, and it forms to the face very well. It turned out to be great because this was just a flat sheet of plastic. So, anyway, until next time, I am working on a lot of cool things right now, including this. I'll give you a little sneaky peek at this. I'm doing an Albert Einstein caricature puppet. Oh, my goodness! So, he's coming along very well. I think it's very obvious who he is supposed to be. Now, I still have to get some styling product. Let me see if I can get the glare off that. There we go. I still have to get some styling product for his hair. I'll probably use Elmer's glue, just so that it'll stay nice and big and wild and crazy. So, yeah, it'll be lots of fun, yeah. Und we will see you next time. Bye-bye.